the only cassette player as small as the cassette tape. This is the Sony Walkman. Ever wondered what was the idea behind the Walkman? So let's start with the history of the Walkman. The first ever Walkman was designed for Sony's co-founder Masaru Ibuka. He used to travel a lot and he wanted to listen to opera music on long flights and found out that even the smallest of personal audio players was still too big to be travel friendly. A prototype was quickly made for him and the Walkman was born. The prototype was based on the tape recorder that had been designed for journalists in 1977. The original Walkman was made of aluminium and the metal case was colored blue and silver. Later editions moved to black plastic casing. Sony designed headphones that were lightweight and comfortable to wear while on the move. Previously, earphones were much heavier and bulkier, but with these new ones, Sony made walking around with headphones seem like normal behavior. The device revolutionized the way to listen to music and allowed people to overlay music into their everyday lives. Music became suddenly more personal.
Hello everyone. The marketing of Walkman helped us to introduce the idea of the Japanese into the global culture, synonymous with miniaturization and high technology. The Walkman and Walkwoman are the advertisements were created to be the ideal reflection of the viewing audience. It seems weird that there was a time when the embracement of Japanese wasn't a commonplace as it is today. We know that the best electronics of the world has come from Japan, but this wasn't a common knowledge it carries in early 80s. Sony wanted to promote the idea of high technology and also the concept of miniaturization. The Walkman was like taking your giant home stereo and shrinking it down that something could fit into your hands. What were the impacts and legacy of Walkman? Culturally, the Walkman had a great effect and had become an icon in 1980s culture. In 1986, the word Walkman entered the Oxford English Dictionary. Millions used the Walkman during exercises, marking the beginning of the aerobic crazes. Between 1987 and 1997, the height of Walkman popularity increased. The Walkman has been cited to not only change people's relation to music but also technology. Due to its solitary and personal nature, as users were listening to their own choice of music rather than through a radio. In German speaking countries, the use of Walkman became generic, meaning a personal stereo of any make, to a degree that the Austrian Supreme Court of Justice ruled in 2002 that Sony could not prevent others from using the term Walkman to describe the similar goods. It is therefore an example of what marketing experts call the genericide of a brand.
How a Walkman works. There are primarily two parts to any audio magnetic recording system, the cassette tape and the recorder itself. The cassette tape used in a Walkman is coated with magnetic particles. If the cassette is blank, the magnetic particles will point in random directions. The tape travels over a reader that contains an electromagnet that is very sensitive to patterns recorded on the tape when the play button is pressed. The Walkman consists of basic features to perform such functions as play, pause, rewind, fast forward, record, and stop. The two heads record the separate channels of a stereophonic program. The centrally located head functions as the record playback head and is the one that contains two tiny electromagnets. On the right, the capstan and pinch roller are installed. The capstan rotates at a precise speed, ensuring the tape is pulled over the head at correct speed. Thanks to the Walkman, portable music has come a long way.